So let's say we wanted to render out this photo right here. So what I'm going to show you today is the basics of rendering out images. We're not going to do anything crazy or fancy with lighting or anything like that for this one, just because this is for basics and doing it in conjunction with the Fruit Bowl project or Fruit Still Life. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go over everything we have here. So we have a nice Fruit Still Life. Let me raise this. I'll leave it. I have everything all nice and organized. My bananas aren't showing the color, that's just a small graphical error, but they do have a yellow texture to it. So just ignore that for now. In my outliner, you can see that I have everything I needed named and parented properly. All my apples, pears, bananas, all that. So let's just say we want to render this as a photo. So the first thing you want to do is you want to save your project just to be safe. So I'll just hit Command S or Control S. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into what's called the render view. So the render view is simple to get to. It looks like this little clipboard with an eye on it. That's going to go and show that. So I already rendered this before, so don't worry about that now. Normally it would be black. So what we're going to do is we're going to just first make sure we're on Maya software. So let me open this up a little bit more. So Maya software. If it's on anything else, just make sure you change it to Maya software. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find a nice angle to render this image from. So I'm going to go right about there. You want to get a shot where you can see pretty much everything in your project or in your scene. So I'll do that. And the last thing you have to do to actually render the photo is click on this clipboard right here. And now I'll render it for me. Perfect. The next thing I'm going to do is I want to save this image. So I'm just going to go to File, Save Image. I'm going to go through the option, not through the option box. So File, Save Image. I'm going to send it to my desktop. And in this case, I'm going to make sure it goes to my desktop. Normally, if you have it in a folder for your project, you put it there, wherever is easiest for you to find it. The next thing I want to make sure I have checked off is where it says Color Managed Image. So normally it'll say a raw image or something like that. Just make sure color managed image is checked off. It's very important. The next very important thing is the file type. It might set it as a alias pics. Make sure you change it to like a JPEG or a PNG or a TIFF or anything else. I usually go with JPEG just because it's easier. And I'm going to just call this Fruit Still Life. And then normally for you guys, anyone who's working on this, you probably put your name at the end if you're submitting it. But in my case, Fruit Still Life will do. So I'm just going to hit Save. And now if I go to my desktop, there it is right there. And that's all there is to it.